Welcome to UK Learnings. After watch this video, please subscribe to our channel to give us your support. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get upcoming videos. Good luck for your exam.
Question: Tell me how you check that the brakes are working before starting a journey?
Answer: before starting the engine, press the pedal. The brakes should not feel spongy or slack. After starting, and immediately after setting off and finding a safe place to do so, the brakes should be tested by applying them firmly. The vehicle should pull up smartly without pulling to one side.
Question: Tell me where you'd find the information for the recommended tire pressures for this car and how tire pressures should be checked.
Answer: you can find the correct tire pressures in both the manufacturer's guide or normally in the driver's side door jamb. Tires should be checked and adjusted when cold. Use a reliable pressure gauge.
Question: Tell me how you make sure your head restraint is correctly adjusted so it provides the best protection in the event of a crash.
Answer: the head restraint should be adjusted so the rigid part of the head restraint is at least as high as the eye or top of the ears, and as close to the back of the head as is comfortable.
Question: Tell me how you check the tires to ensure that they have sufficient tread depth and that their general condition is safe to use on the road.
Answer: no cuts and bulges. 1/6 mm of tread depth across the central 3/4 of the breadth of the tire, and around the entire outer circumference of the tire.
Question: Tell me how you check that the headlights and tail lights are working. You don't need to exit the vehicle.
Answer: explain you'd operate the switch, turn on ignition if necessary, then walk round vehicle. As this is a tell me question, you don't need to physically check the lights.
Question: Tell me how you'd know if there was a problem with your anti-lock braking system.
Answer: warning light should illuminate if there is a fault with the anti-lock braking system.
Question: Tell me how you check the direction indicators are working. You don't need to exit the vehicle.
Answer: explain you'd operate the switch, turn on ignition if necessary, and then walk round vehicle. As this is a tell me question, you don't need to physically check the lights.
Question: Tell me how you check the brake lights are working on this car.
Answer: explain you'd operate the brake pedal, make use of reflections in windows or doors, or ask someone to help.
Question: Tell me how you check the power-assisted steering is working before starting a journey.
Answer: if the steering becomes heavy, the system may not be working properly. Before starting a journey, 2 simple checks can be made. Gentle pressure on the steering wheel, maintained while the engine is started, should result in a slight but noticeable movement as the system begins to operate. Alternatively, turning the steering wheel just after moving off will give an immediate indication that the power assistance is functioning.
Question: Tell me how you'd switch on the rear fog lights and explain when you'd use it. Them. You don't need to exit the vehicle.
Answer: operate switch, turn on dipped headlights and ignition if necessary. Check warning light is on. Explain use, turn on this switch. Fog lights should only be used in the fog, when visibility drops below 100 meters.
Question: Tell me how you switch your headlight from dip to main beam and explain how you'd know the main beam is on.
Answer: operate switch, with ignition or engine on if necessary. Check with main beam warning light.
Question: Open the bonnet and tell me how you check that the engine has sufficient oil.
Answer. Identify dipstick or oil level indicator. Describe check of oil level against the minimum and maximum markers. Remember that you should check the level when the engine is cold, as the liquid will expand when hot. Open the bonnet. Find and identify the dipstick and remove it to check if the oil is between the minimum and maximum markers. Wipe the dipstick with a dry cloth and then check the oil level again. If it needs topping up, you can do so via the oil filler cap.
Question. Open the bonnet and tell me how you check that the engine has sufficient engine coolant.
Answer. Identify high, low-level markings on header tank where fitted or radiator filler cap, and describe how to top up to correct level. Caution. Never remove the radiator cap when the engine is hot. Serious scalding could be caused by hot fluid under high pressure escaping from the radiator. Wait until the engine and radiator cool down. Check the coolant level in the reservoir tank when the engine is cold. If the coolant level is below the minutes, add coolant up to the max level. If the reservoir tank is empty, check the coolant level in the radiator when the engine is cold. If coolant level is not at the top of the radiator, fill with undiluted coolant up to the filler opening and also add it to the reservoir tank up to the max level.
Question. Open the bonnet and tell me how you check that you have a safe level of hydraulic brake fluid.
Answer. Identify the brake fluid reservoir, point out the minimum and maximum markings and explain that the level should be between these. Ensure that the car is parked on a flat level surface before checking. Once explained, ensure bonnet is fully closed.
Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe UK Learning's YouTube channel. Share with your friends and family. Don't forget to click the bell icon to get more videos. Your support will encourage us to make more videos. We wish you all the best for your exam.